wasn't supposed to hear it. I wasn't supposed to be there. But sometimes life doesn't ask you for permission before it shatters everything you thought was real. The moment that changed everything. It was a Wednesday evening, the kind of quiet, ordinary night you never expect will change your life. I'd finished work earlier than usual and thought I'd surprise Claire, my wife of 7 years. I stopped on the way home to pick up her favorite tiramisu from that little Italian cafe she loved. I remember smiling the whole drive back, picturing her face lighting up when I walked through the door. But when I entered the house, the lights were dim, and I didn't hear the usual sounds of Claire cooking or humming softly in the kitchen. Her voice, though. Her voice carried from the living room. She was on the phone. I slowed down, steps soft against the wooden floor. Not because I was trying to eavesdrop, but because something in her tone, low, almost conspiratorial, made me freeze. And then I heard it. "Don't worry, he has no idea. He still thinks I love him. Honestly. Sometimes I feel guilty, but then I remind myself how much better I feel when I'm with you. He's safe, but you're what I really want." My stomach dropped. The bag with the tiramisu nearly slipped from my hands. She didn't know I was standing behind her when she said it. And in that split second, with her words still echoing in the air, I realized my marriage, my life as I knew it, was already over. The walk away. I didn't storm in. I didn't shout. I didn't even confront her. Just left. I turned, walked back through the door as silently as I had entered, got into my car and drove. My chest felt like it was caving in, each breath harder than the last. I parked in an empty lot near the river and sat there in the dark, gripping the steering wheel until my knuckles turned white. She had no idea I'd been there. No idea that the mask she wore in front of me had slipped so easily behind my back. I kept hearing her voice, every word cutting deeper. He still thinks I love him. 7 years of marriage. 10 years together. And I was reduced to nothing more than a convenient placeholder in her life. The battle inside. That night I didn't go home. I slept or tried to sleep in my car. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw Claire smiling at me, laughing at my jokes, holding me when life felt unbearable. And then her voice from the phone call sliced through those memories, poisoning them one by one. By morning, exhaustion hit me like a brick, but so did reality. I couldn't just avoid this. I couldn't pretend it didn't happen. But I also couldn't decide how to face it. Do I confront her head-on? Demand answers? Or do I play it smart, gather proof, make sure I wasn't mishearing, that I wasn't overreacting? My heart wanted to scream, but my mind told me to wait. So I went home. The performance. When I walked in, Claire greeted me with her usual warm smile, as though nothing was wrong. She kissed my cheek, asked if I'd eaten. I stood there, watching her move around the kitchen in her robe, acting like the devoted wife she pretended to be. My throat burned with words I wanted to spill, but I forced myself to swallow them. Had to know more. Over the next week, I watched her closely. The late-night work calls, the sudden need to run errands that lasted hours, the way she guarded her phone like it was a lifeline. Things I'd brushed off before now screamed at me. And each time I caught a glimpse of her texting with a little smile on her lips, my chest tightened. Still I said nothing. The breaking point. The following Friday, she told me she was meeting a friend for dinner. Something in my gut told me this was it, the moment she'd slip up. So I followed her. It felt dirty, wrong, like I was betraying her by not trusting her. But then I reminded myself, I was only searching for the truth. I parked across from the restaurant and watched her walk inside. Minutes later, a man joined her. Mid-30s, sharp suit, confident smile. They didn't act like colleagues. They acted like lovers. The way her hand lingered on his, the way she leaned in, her laughter spilling out so freely. It was a version of her I hadn't seen in years. My heart broke all over again, but this time it wasn't shock. It was confirmation. When she finally left with him, I couldn't bring myself to watch more. I drove away, tears blurring the road. The confrontation. I didn't plan it. I just couldn't hold it in anymore. When she came home later that night, I was sitting in the living room, waiting. "Hey," she said softly, like nothing was wrong. Who is he? Asked. My voice didn't sound like mine. Her body froze. Just for a second. But I saw it. I don't know what you mean, she stammered. Don't, I snapped, my voice cracking. Don't lie to me. I saw you tonight. I know about the calls, the texts. I was standing behind you when you said I was just safe. Her face drained of color. Her lips parted, but no words came. Finally she whispered, I didn't want you to find out like this. My laugh was hollow, bitter. Oh, so there was a right way for me to discover my wife doesn't love me. Tears welled in her eyes, but I didn't feel pity. Not anymore. Why, Claire? My voice cracked. Why keep me around if you didn't want me? Why let me believe this life we built meant anything to you? She shook her head, sobbing. It's not that I don't love you, I do. But it's different. With him. It feels alive. You're stable, reliable, but not enough, I cut in. I'm the man who keeps the lights on, the one you lean on when things get hard. And he's what? Your escape. Your thrill. Her silence was my answer. The decision. I thought I'd rage, break things, beg her to choose me. But instead, I felt a strange calm settle over me. Pack a bag, I said quietly. Her eyes widened. What? You heard me. Pack a bag. Go stay with him. You've already made your choice, Claire. You just didn't have the courage to say it out loud. She shook her head frantically. No, please, it's not that simple. It is, I said firmly, standing. You betrayed me. And I can't unhear what you said. I can't unsee you with him. Whatever we had, it's gone. Her tears fell harder, but I walked past her, up the stairs, and shut our bedroom door behind me. That night she left. I listened to the sound of her suitcase wheels against the floor, the soft click of the front door shutting. The silence afterward was deafening. For weeks, the house felt like a hollow shell. Everywhere I looked, memories mocked me. The couch where we'd watched movies. The kitchen where we'd danced while cooking dinner. The bed where we'd whispered promises in the dark. I went through the motions of life, but inside I was fractured. The unexpected call. Months later she called. Her voice trembled. I made a mistake, she said. He wasn't what I thought he was. I want to come home. For a long moment I said nothing. A part of me had once dreamed of hearing those words. But now they felt empty. Finally I replied, Claire, there is no home. Not anymore. You burned it down the moment you chose him. I've learned to live without you, and I won't go back to living with someone I can't trust. Her sobs echoed through the phone, but I didn't waver. I hung up, set the phone down, and walked to the window. Outside, the world looked the same as it always had. Sunlight spilling over rooftops, birds darting through the sky. But inside me, everything was different. I'd lost the woman I thought was my forever. But I'd also found something I didn't expect. Clarity. Strength. Sometimes the hardest thing isn't losing someone. It's realizing they were never truly yours to begin with. And that night when I walked away without a word, I thought I was running from my life. But in truth, I was walking toward a new one.